Okay, friends, time for math. So for today's math lesson, we are going to look at how we can model, read, and write numbers from 100 to 110. So let's take a look at what this looks like.
Oh, look! There's that message again. It says, pick your own. Ernesto, would you like to go pick some apples with me? Great! But we'll need to keep track of the number of apples we pick. Maybe we can put the apples in piles of tens and ones. Then we can count by tens and ones to find out how many we picked. Come on, let's find out how to do that.
Okay.
Let's use clues to find numbers on the 100 chart. Click the number that is the same as 21s.
Okay, so let's think about this. We want to find the number that has 20 ones. Now, if you think about this, if you have 20 single cubes, 1 cubes, you could put those into 2 stacks of 10. And 2 stacks of 10, 2 sticks, equals 10, 20. 21s is the same thing as 2 tens. So if you had 21s, 20 pieces of something, what is your number? I gave you 20 pieces, each individual pieces of candy. How many do you have? You have 20.
The number 20 has 21s. Let's find the number that is the same as 10 tens. Count each row of 10 to find the number.
So we want to know what has 10 tens. So we know that if we look here, each row has 10 numbers in it. So we could use the 100 charts to count all 10 rows counting by 10. So let's see how she does this.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The number has been found. The number 100 is the same as 1010.
So we could also go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10 tens, 10 rows of 10 equals 100.
There are 3 ones in 43. Click and find the number that has one more than 43.
So now you're only going up by one, only one. You had $43. I'm giving you one more, just $1 more. So the number in the ones place right here is going to go up by one. So what number is one more than 43? The number one more than 43 is 44.
The number 44 has one more 1 than 43. Let's find the number that has one more 10 than 58. 58 has 5 tens. Add one 10 to 58. Click the number.
So now you have 58 pieces of candy. I'm giving you 10 more. How many more do you have? So the number in the 1 spot is going to stay the same. The number in the 10 spot is what's going to change. Whenever you add 10 more on your hundreds chart, you always go to the number below it, below the number, and it's going up by 10. So you're here, you have 58, and I'm giving you 10 more. So your new number is going to be 68. And notice how, again, how the numbers in the ones place stay the same, and the numbers in the tens place went up by 10.
68 has one more 10 than 58. 100 is to the right of 99 because it has one more than 99. 100 is below 90 because it is 10 more than 90.
Now, let's challenge our brains here. So if I had, let's see, 54, and I want to know what is 10 less. You had $54 and you spent $10. How much money do you have left? So if we're at 54 and we want to go 10 less, would we go up or we go down? So here we knew that if we had 10 more than 90, we would go down. So if we had 50, what did I say? $54 and you spent 10, what would your new number be? I want to know, what is 10 less than 54? 10 less than 54 would be 44 because you're getting rid of 10. So the 10's place is going to change, but the 1's place is not. Okay, so now if we're at 54, what is 1 less? What is 1 less than 54? You only spent $1 of your $54. I'm right here. What is 1 less than 54? Now the 5 is going to stay the same, but the 1's place is going to change. And I want to know what is 1 less than 54. 1 less than 54 is 53. 1 more than 54, we saw that if you're at 99 and they wanted to go 1 more, you got to 100. So if you're at 54, 1 more than 54 would be 55. The 1's place changed, not the 10's.
What number is the same as 10 tens and one more? Count 10 tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Click to show the number that is one more than 100.
So I have 10 tens to equal 100. Now we need to know what is 1 more than 100.
101. Click to show the number that is the same as 10 tens and 10 more. 10 tens equals 100.
So now we have 10 tens. I missed what she said. Let's hear it one more time.
What number is the same as 10 tens and one more? Count 10 tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Click to show the number that is one more than 100.
Okay, so like I said, we have 100, we have 10 tens, and we just get 1 more, not a whole stack, 1 individual cube, 1 more. So it'd be 101.
101. Click to show the number that is the same as 10 tens and 10 more. 10 tens equals 100.
Okay, so now we have 10 tens and 10 more. So we're going to get a whole nother stick. So we could say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and now we're getting another 10. So it'd be 110.
10 tens and 10 more equals 110.
Okay, so now go ahead and take out your math book
math trainer.
and turn to page 379. 379. So you are going to look at this 100 chart right here. And down here at the bottom, if you could try and follow along right now, but if you miss this, it's okay. Have somebody at home read it to you. So it says you're going to take some crayons out. You don't need to take out all these color crayons. You could take out 1, you could take out 3, it doesn't matter. So first what I want you to do, I want you to find the number that is the same as 31. So if you remember from our lesson, we found a number that was the same as 21s. So I'm giving you 30 little pieces, 31s. How many do you have? And that's the number 30. So go ahead and color in the number 30. Okay, now for the next one, you want to find a number that is the same as 10 tens. So remember, each row is a stack of 10, 10 cubes. So we have 10 tens will give you what number? We talked about this in the lesson as well. We said 10 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tens total is 100. So go ahead and color in 100. Okay, now your next question, it says, what is the same as 8 tens and 7 ones? So remember, the tens number is the first number, the first digit within the number. The ones place is the second number. So I need to know what has 8 tens and 7 ones. So I'm looking for an 8 and a 7. You put those together, our number is 8 tens and 7 ones. Our number is 87. So go ahead and color in 87. Okay, now for this next one, they want to know what number is one more than 52. So just one. You have $52. I'm giving you one more. So the number in the ones place is going to change, not in the tens, the ones. So remember how we were going up and down our graph before, our chart before. So we're going to start at 52 and we need one more. What is one more than 52? So we're going to move this way because going this way is the ones, moving up one, and one more than 52 is 53. So go ahead and color in 53. Okay, so for our next one, we're going to start at 65. I want to know what is 10 more than 65. Now, when we're adding 10 more, the ones place, which is the 5, doesn't change. It all stays the same. So you can see in this row, the ones are all the same. All these numbers have 5 ones. The only thing that's changing down is the 10. So I want to know what is 10 more than 65. You have 65 pieces of candy. I'm giving you 10 more. How many more do you have now? So if you were at 65, 10 more than 65 is 75. Go ahead and color in 75. Now, like I said, I know that was a little fast. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and look down here or have somebody read this to you down here and it tells you exactly the directions where that I just restated. You can always pause it and rewind and redo that part. But I'm going to move on to the next one. So on this next page, okay, so what you have to do here, you have to use the sticks to model the number. And then to model it is to draw the picture. You're going to draw a picture of it and then write it. So to read this, we know we have 10 tens and one more, only one more. So if you look at the example up here, there's 10 tens and one cube more. You're not drawing a whole stick because you have one. So what you would do here, you would draw 10 sticks and one dot because you're getting one more. So we know that 10 tens equal 100. So you would draw right, and then you have one more. So it's 101. So your number would look like this. 101 because you have 10 tens and one more. 101. And now you do the same thing. You draw how many tens and how many ones? You have 10 tens and 2 more. So you draw 10 sticks of 10 and 2 dots. And that goes for the rest of these. On the next page, now you don't have to model here. You just have to write the number. So you have 10 tens and 7 more. So what that would look like, you have 10 tens and 7 more. So I know that 10 tens is 100, but I have 7 more individual ones. So 10 tens and 7 more, 107. 10 tens, 7 more, 107. And then you would do the same thing for 8 and 9 and 10. And 11 is a think one, so it's trying to stump you here. So go ahead if you could figure that one out. Now here, right here, now we have the model. They're showing us how many tens and how many ones. So you have to count your tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And this is how many more. We have 100 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more. So you have 100 tens and 9 more. So you could say 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109. So you have 10 tens and 9 more would give you 100, 109. So for that one, you're going to write this number, 109. Okay, and then you're going to count the rest of those and finish that page. On this next page, this is your challenge page. Now, I love a good challenge because challenges only make our brains stronger. So always be up for a challenge. So you have to think here. These those baskets have 10 apples in them. They didn't want to draw out all those apples, so they just put them in one basket. And in your brain, you have to know that those are 10. But then we have some leftovers that did not fit in these baskets. So you have to count these baskets, but make sure you know that there's 10 in each basket. So you'd have to count 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I have 100 apples, and then I have some left over. 101, 102, 103. So these are our leftovers that did not fit in these baskets because these baskets can only fit 10 apples in them each. So you're going to go ahead and count the baskets and then write your number in. And then that is it. So I hope that everybody has a great weekend. And like I said, if you missed anything, make sure you rewind it and go back through to hear it over again. And that's all I have. And as always, we wish you guys well, and we'll talk to you soon.